who are preparing to travel to Pretoria ahead of today's meeting between President Jacob Zuma, student leaders as well as university heads. Chriselda, a very good morning to you. What's happening there at the moment?
Well, a very good morning to you, Ayanda. As you said, we're broadcasting live inside one of the buses here at Wits University. As you can see here behind me, all these students packed inside these buses. I've counted at least 8 other buses behind the one that I'm standing in at the moment. And I can tell you, over the past few days, students have been saying that they do not want an increase in next year's fees. And that's certainly what we're hearing from these students, even here this morning. They're very excited about the developments in this story about President Jacob Zuma meeting university heads as well as student leaders, saying that they feel it's time that the powers that be listen to their cries. I'm going to speak to a few of them at the moment and just understand why it is so important for them to be on this bus here this morning, to go to the union buildings and make sure that their cries are heard. Let's chat to you, young lady, first of all. You've been here since what time this morning?
Since 6 o'clock.
All right. So why is it important for you to be on this bus here today? Why is it so significant?
Firstly, our president had an opportunity to address our fellow comrades in Cape Town, but he didn't. So today our mandate is very clear. We want a 0% fee increment and we want free quality education that we were promised in 1994 and in 2012. Things shouldn't just look good on paper, they should be executed. Because even our Freedom Charter says free quality education and the doors of learning shall be open. And I'm from the Eastern Cape where our matric pass rate is 58%. So the least they can do for the 58% is provide free quality education. So it is very important for me to be here, not only for myself, but for my people in the Eastern Cape and for everyone around the country.
What are your hopes from those talks between also, the leaders of your university as well as student leaders? What are you hoping the president will say?
0% free increment and free education. Because you can't negotiate with 0%. 0 is 0. There shouldn't be negotiation. So that's my hope. So we can proceed with normal schooling. We can proceed with our exams.
Thank you very much for your time. Let's try and balance the equation here a bit, Ayanda. Let's speak to some of the young gentlemen here as well. Let's talk about the importance once again. Everybody seems to be standing with one voice. What is that voice of yours? What are you saying as you go to the union buildings today?
What I'm saying is that Jacob Zuma has ensured that there's a 0% increase in fees. We're already paying a lot of fees. This year alone, I've paid 105,000 rand. It's my third year. I've already paid over 400,000 rand. Where must my parents take that money from? Where must someone who probably has the cure to AIDS, who probably has the cure to cancer, come to university? We are saying to the country today, we're going to bring the country to a standstill. We want a 0% increase in fees. That's all we're saying.
And your hopes, it must have been a daunting few days for you as a young person. You've got to juggle between your studies, you've got to juggle between fighting for a cause which you say should come to fruition. How are you balancing all of that?
I know it's late nights. We're not sleeping to ensure that we have free quality education. We have that 0% increase. We'll fight until the end for this. Because we have brothers, we have sisters coming after us. And if we are expected now to pay fees of over 500,000 rand by that time, where must our parents get that money? How can we move this country forward? Our country is not in a stable condition. We need to ensure that free education is provided to black students, because that's the problem we're facing now in the country, that we're not providing education to black students. And we need that. We need to fight for our education. They said that in 1994. They promised us free education. Now they need to deliver. It's their time to deliver.
Thank you very much for your time. I'm just going to move a bit towards the back of the bus, Ayanda, just to give you an idea of what exactly is going on here. There are others who are trying to squeeze between, the lines here. We've got some very vibrant young men there at the back. I'm not going to go too far in there, Ayanda, just so that you can maintain the signal that we've got. Resolute is what these kids have remained over the past few days, saying that they're hoping that something will come of the negotiations with President Jacob Zuma today, the talks that President Jacob Zuma will have with these. Let me see if I'm lucky enough to speak to one more person. Hands up, anybody? Anybody? Right here. There we go. For you as well, what time did you wake up this morning? Why is it important for you to be here today? And what is the signal for the future generations, perhaps brothers and sisters of yours who are yet to go to university?
have to just wrap it there, at least for now. I think vibrant was one of the words that Chriselda used to describe the atmosphere there. So much so that we're even battling to hear her. You can hear the song and dance and chanting, I believe, from some of the other buses that are parked there. Chriselda mentioned that there are at least 8 other buses similar to the one that she was in that are going to be carrying the students to the union buildings a little bit later today. We'll continue to cross live to Chriselda Lewis. We also have Vanessa Puna stationed in the Western Cape and Cape Town. A number of our reporters are across the country bringing us the very latest developments. Well, let's leave that there at least for now and take a look at